Organised play is an industry term meaning events for a particular game which are run by third-party stores and individuals, but with the guidance, support and sanction of that game's manufacturer. Often an event kit is provided which contains instructions on how to hold the event and goodies for the winners and maybe other participants too. The goal is to get people playing the game, finding new people to play with and supporting brick and mortar stores. Fantasy Flight Games has a long history of organised play support with quarterly kits and championship events for many of its competitive games. Its prizes are usually tokens and accessories or alternative art cards rather than unique collectible cards. They have other uses for those. Cooperative games are a different kind of animal and don't usually feature player elimination tournaments, but in 2017 the invocation events for Arkham Horror the card game were launched. These consisted of a kit your retailer had to order and pay money for as usual, and it only supported 4 people, but everyone got some goodies. There was a commemorative single-player playmat that featured the art from the event, which was taken from the Labyrinths of Lunacy scenario, and also an alternative art Daisy Walker Investigator card that featured new art and a new layout, and had the invocation logo on the back instead of the flavour text. If you look closely at the bottom, you can see the special Invocation 2017 set identifier. There was also an alternative art Daisy Walker minicard that, rather than just being the usual cardboard, was in fact thick plastic instead. All of the 4 players who participated got one of these. This kit also introduced ultimatums, which are a series of 10 optional mini-variant playstyles. Examples include adding an additional tentacle token to the Chaos bag, not skipping the Mythos phase during the first round of each game, or reducing the maximum quantity of each card in a player's deck from 2 to 1. Plus, there were helpful tips on how to get the most out of the event and running it differently for new or experienced players. These instructions were also available in German and Polish. There was a global listing of stores that had signed up to participate displayed on their website. In fact, it really was quite an extensive list indeed. The following year, the next Invocation event was announced, which featured similar levels of swag. Again, there was a unique commemorative art playmat. Next, there was an alternative full bleed art version of the card Lucky, which had been given out at Gen Con earlier that year. And having just released the massive storage box that was Return to the Night of the Zealot, there were some brightly coloured player card dividers. One of the disappointments of the initial Invocation event was that you had to bring your own scenario to play. This was solved for the 2018 event by giving away the Eternal Slumber Scenario Pack, which was the special event game from that year's Gen Con, which will be reprinted in the Guardians of the Abyss release at the end of 2018, along with the Arkham Knight scenario, The Knight's Usurper, so fear not. So what do you do if you are a friendly local game store and you want to sign up for the next Invocation event? First off, visit the Organised Play section of the FFG website to see if things have changed since last year. But generally, if you are a US retailer, you will need to order all your FFG Organised Play kits through Alliance Game Distribution. Internationally, contact whomever the Asmodee distributor is for your country. In Britain, this is Asmodee UK, formerly Estevium, and there is a handy list of distributors or contact email addresses to help you out. At 4 players, you could easily host a single table of investigators, and with multiple kits, it is definitely scalable. Plus, there is no reporting or post-event paperwork you need to complete, or tournament software for you to download. If your country has a local Asmodee office, make sure you check their website. For example, on the Asmodee Deutschland forums, you can find a handy Google map to easily check where your nearest store is. Once again, these kits are only available to bricks and mortar retail stores, as they are designed to help grow and enthuse the player base. So check out the long list on the FFG website, including a lone entry for Ireland.